What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another Fridge Financials video. In today's video, we are breaking down how you could buy some LEAP call options on plays that you like without having to break the bank. So if you are excited for today's video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, turn on those bell notifications for all future uploads. Now, last video that you might have watched, well, actually it was two videos now. 2 videos ago, we made a video about how you can buy options and sell options for stocks that you are looking for. Maybe buying that you think are going to be good or buying puts that you think are going to be bad. Today's video is about now focusing on that idea, but now adding more to it. And the way we're going to be adding more to it is buying LEAP options. Now, LEAP options basically are options that can go for, 12 months, more than 12 months for expiration dates, because that gives the stock a lot of time to move for you and not move against you. Short-term options can become more of a problem because of the decay and all that stuff, and you lose value very, very fast for that reason. If I buy an option for a stock that's going to expire in about a week, I have only a week for it to move in the direction I want. If I want it to do a big move in the next, year, I can do it that way. Excuse me. So the idea here is that we're looking at buying LEAP options. Now, I will give you guys a couple of examples here, and then you can kind of use your own judgment off of it from here. This spreadsheet I have right here is one I've been building for a little while now. And the idea behind it is to focus on how the company is growing based on earnings per shares, based on PE ratios, based on everything that we're looking at in terms of a valuation of a company, in terms of a growth perspective. Now, this is not the end-all, be-all for this case here, but it definitely gives a good perspective as to companies that may be undervalued compared to what they're doing for growth in their revenues, and their earnings per shares, like all that kind of stuff there. So, for example, there's a lot of them here. I hit all of them because this has a spreadsheet that we usually would be doing a lot more in the member-only live streams. So you get a little bit of a glimpse into this one here. So the first ticker that I have that pops up as the highest undervalued play right now for me is Uber Technologies. Okay. Now here's the current price of Uber right now. This is their earnings per share, their compound annual growth rate for the next 3 to 5 years. Their earnings per share is supposed to be going a little bit lower, but we're going to update this every single quarter based off of earnings. And we hit a lot more columns here because a lot of that isn't as important. The big important thing is the 1-year bear value, the 1-year base value, and the 1-year bull value for Uber Technologies. Now, this right here allows me to gauge where we're going to be sitting at and what I could do for Uber for a long-term play. Because again, this is 1 year out here. So base case Uber, they're saying that the bear case for Uber Technologies would be a $108 valuation. So let's say we go to Uber Technologies here. We pull up the ticker symbol Uber. All right. And again, if you want to know how to trade options, you can watch the previous video, or we're just going to trade it. I can show you right now as well. So LEAP options, you're looking at going far out. Now, again, people define LEAPs in different ways. I like to go at least a year out. So January 15th of next year is about a year away. And I want to say, hey, I want to buy a call option for Uber for $85. Okay. Now, as we might remember from last video that you might have watched about options trading here, this is not the actual break-even price. The break-even price is the strike price plus the price you pay for every share. So my break-even is actually going to be at $99.40. As you will see, it has to go about 17%, and then anything after that would be pure profit. Now, the question that people are going to say is, well, Fridge, I don't have $1,400 to spend. I'm an average trader like yourself. Again, I don't have that kind of cash just to buy this call option here. So how can I offset my cost basis so I can still get some good potential upside, but I don't have to pay as much? And it's really nice. What you will do is you will sell an option that'll be farther up in a strike price here. Okay, so by that, I mean, I'm going to be selling an option. Now, selling an option is good because the selling of the option pays you money up front, whereas the buying of the option is going to cost us. Now, what I will do, again, my bear case for Uber for 1 year is $108. Worst case scenario. So I want to sell, say, a 110 here. Now, watch what's going to happen here. It is $1,400 now, but if I sell this one, it's going to offset it by $625. And just like that, it's now going to cost me a fraction of that actual LEAP option here. So now what does Uber have to do? Well, Uber has to go up to, again, if it goes to $110, which again is my bear case of 108 here. If it goes to $110, I make $1,600 and I only paid $800 for it. I basically have doubled my money as a result, which is crazy. Actually, it's more like 3x because again, if you pay $800 and the profit is 16, yeah, so you're basically looking at, going from $800 to basically $2,400 essentially, because that's your profit plus what you paid into it. So you're making $1,600 if Uber goes to 110 between now and January of next year. This is what's called a call debit spread. And the reason why it's a debit spread is because you're still paying, but it costs you a lot less. All right. So it offsets my cost basis. So now instead of getting the exposure to an Uber LEAP option, which we would have here with just if I had just this is my LEAP option for Uber here, but I get an exposure for a fraction of the price. Now, the thing to keep in mind about is that you also have a limited upside. Okay. Without this option, it is unlimited profit here. With this option, you max your profit out here. But again, my focus is saying that Uber is going to go to 108 as a bear case. Okay, so worst case scenario goes to 108. If it goes to 108 as the worst case scenario, I'm still printing some very good profit as a result. It's called a call debit spread. And spreads are very useful in helping to give the exposure for Uber for this LEAP here to an extent. You get a little bit of the exposure, but not the complete exposure to just having it because you cap your upside. But again, capping your upside potential also is going to be reducing your cost basis, which I think is good for traders who don't have big portfolios. All right, so that's an example of one that you might be looking at doing in this case here. Another one that we can have, I'll give you guys a couple examples. Again, this spreadsheet goes for like 60-something stocks right now, and I keep adding more and more to it. Another one that we have is PAA, Plains All-American Pipeline here. Now, this one actually doesn't have as much of a value because of, this is for the 1 year. It pops up more on the 3 year and the 5 year. So right now probably wouldn't be a very, very good time for this one, only for the 1 year because of, the bear case, base case, and bull case. Another one that I have is Adobe. Now, Adobe is one I actually already have in my Webull account as well. Okay. But with Adobe's 1 year bear case is $4.69 based off of their earnings per share, based off of their, their growth expectations, based off of everything else going on there. And Adobe's been sold off quite a bit. So let's go to Adobe. And let's do, a 1 year option. I'll show you what my option actually is. It was January 15th. And so my Adobe option here, again, mine was like a 480, so it was a little bit more out of the money. So maybe I won't do that one as much here. But we're saying the bear case is 469. So, okay, let's say, again, as you can see, these options here, you buy these options, they're super expensive. This one costs you about $5,000 here. All right. So let's do the selling part first because, why not? So my bear case for Adobe is 469, 470. So we can sell that one there. Now, if you want to, say, hey, let's do a 390 here, this one's going to cost you $1,000 here. So I'm buying it. I'm saying, hey, it's going to go to 390, actually going to go to 410 plus with the factoring in the price here. But if it goes anything past the $400, I'm making some money, and it's a very, very good return. Now, obviously, the problem that we have with this option here is that it's pretty far out of where Adobe's trading at. Okay, so that would be one that you can look at like, oh, okay. But realistically, probably not as much. So let's buy a $300 call option, get the LEAP option going there. And let's sell, even selling a, $400 option here. Okay, so selling a $400 call option here right now, again, this one's costing about 5 G's right now. Let's sell a $400 call option here, and what you'll see is it goes from $5,000 down to $3,000. You lose about $2,000 in how much you're paying, and your return is still plus $7,000 if Adobe goes to $400. Again, they're saying their bear case for it is 470. I'll be curious to see what earnings come out with and how these numbers are going to adjust because we adjust these for all the earnings afterwards. But this would be an example of, you pay $3,000 for a potential $7,000 profit here. Adobe is a more expensive play to look at, so I would be careful of that one. I went really far out for my Webull one, and I can show you. I think I have it up still. My Webull vertical option right here is 480, 500. Okay, and it costed me like a couple $100 because it's so unlikely to happen. So it was a 480. I can show you what it was. So I bought the 480 because like, oh, okay, 470, base case be 586. Like it was over $600 a couple years ago. And then it kind of had a big, sell off here. But I was paying $1,800, or not 800. I think I paid like a couple $100 here for a very, very big move. You're looking for a very, very big move in Adobe this year. Is it possible? Probably not. But even if it gets a big move early on, then I can cash out for some profit as a result of it. But this was my crazy play for Adobe. Is it going to work? Probably not. But if this actually is any sort of indication it's undervalued, hopefully we can take advantage of that undervalued play early on in this case. But I'm not very, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm super confident it's going to do well. It may not. It's down right now, but, it only cost me $100 or so to kind of see if I can capture that potential upside. And the risk to return here is very, very good, obviously. So I don't really care about that as much. The other one I think I had, let me see if it's on here as well. Yes, it is. Trade Desk. So Trade Desk's 1 year base value is $50. And so you can also see down here my Webull one as well. I have a $40, $50 call debit spread here as well, as you will see. And I'll build it on Robinhood to show you how I'm able to offset these positions here, right? So Trade Desk right here, we're going to go a year out. Again, this is a LEAP option. We're going so far out here. So we're going to go to January 15th. I bought a $40 call option, which cost me about $800. Then I sold a $50 option. So now my cost basis is $265. So I cut my cost basis by a great amount. And also look at the risk to return here. I spend $265 and I can make potentially $700 in profit in 1 year. Trade Desk for me, I think is a very good potential. This is not financial advice, of course, but I think this is a very good play. And again, notice how you're able to offset your cost basis. The goal of this video is to show you that you can offset your LEAP option with a sold option, creating a debit spread. Again, yes, it limits the upside potential, which as you will see, like this upside potential is unlimited here. It offsets the upside potential, but to me, it still limits my cost basis, and I know my profits are going to be. Okay. And again, with Trade Desk, for example, here, bare value, $50. If it goes to $50, I'm still sitting on almost a 3x return. What a problem to have. Oh no, I made 3x my money here. So that's just some things to kind of keep in mind about what we do here. Again, you can do this for the put side as well, not just the call side. But today's video is just breaking down how you can offset your LEAP option plays, make it a little bit more affordable. You still get the exposure of a big move from Trade Desk, but it costs you a little bit less. And if you were to move your strike higher, my base case here is $60. If I go to $60, it offsets my cost basis less, but it maximizes my profit or makes my profit even higher, right? So now I'm looking at over a 3x return because now if it goes to $60, great, I've now over 3x my money here. Okay, and again, if you go farther and farther away, you can, you get more exposure to the LEAP side of it, but your cost basis would be a little bit higher. If you're being very bullish on Trade Desk, $70 a share or 72, for example, $500, this would be a 5x return almost. Now, again, that would mean you're looking for a Trade Desk to double in price, which is very, very uncommon to see. But it still gives you the exposure, but it saves you a couple $100 in your LEAP option. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. This is how you're able to offset your LEAP option plays here. So hopefully this makes sense to you. If you made this far in the video, as always, make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications as per usual for all the future uploads. Feel free to be a part of the membership if you want to get your name shouted out over here and get access to live streams only for members where you get a spreadsheet like this with a full breakdown here for any stock you're looking for. I hope you're making money in the market in some way, shape, or form. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.